Hello and welcome back to another video. We are back once again for another 100% race. This time though, we are taking on the British Grand Prix, 52 laps of the Silverstone circuit as we are lining up for the formation lap now. Remember the rules though, reduced damage, 100% race, lots of safety cars, lots of carnage, expect a lot of fun. And if you want to take part in these races or watch them live, they are over on my Twitch channel, link in the description. We do these on a Saturday or a Sunday. But let's get underway. 5 red lights here in Silverstone, and it is lights out, and away we go. And it's a fairly decent start for us. We're starting P16 this time around, but we are going to be taking it cautiously as we're on the inside. We don't want to overextend ourselves because we know what that turn 1 is like. It usually has a lot of carnage, but this time everyone's actually been quite clean into turn 1 and into turn 3 as well. We've dropped down into P17, going round the outside of the loop now of a couple of drivers. We get a good exit off the corner, moves ourselves into P16 ahead of Donny, and there's a huge crash just ahead of us there. We've moved up into P11. I think we gained about 5 cars there. Donny re-overtakes us into P10 because of that. No safety car from that crash, and Ruta going for a bit of a spin as well. I actually thought he was going to go straight into our car there, but thankfully he slammed on the brakes just in time. We had to squeeze seal a little bit on the inside of that corner, but we are into P10 now for this British Grand Prix. Started P16, dropped down to 17th, up into P10, and Donny getting on the throttle way too early through that corner. Safety car, virtual safety car has been deployed, and we have moved up into 9th position for this British Grand Prix. We're underway racing once again here at the end of lap 2 as we're watching a couple of drivers. We've got Josh and we got Zelkin having their own little battle at the moment as we go down in towards Club and Vale. We thought about this move. Usually we're not really much of a risk taker, but we thought let's just do it for the content. A big send up the inside of both of them. It works out on Joshua. Zelkin gets a good switchback around the outside on us and holds the position for now, but we got the position. Well, I don't know what's happened to me today in this British Grand Prix. Usually I'm very, very cautious for the first 50% of this race. Yet for some reason, we're all about the sends today. We have a little look up the inside there on Zelkin. If we want to get it done, we've got to go around the outside now of the loop. Can't quite get it done. We've got a driver on the left-hand side as well, so we have to give them the space and the respect. But we have got DRS on Zelkin. We're going to get a run all the way now down in towards Brooklands and then Luffield. We dived up the inside of Brooklands on Zelkin. We give him the space on the exit, but we don't really need to worry too much about it because we've got the move done. And we're up into P7. What a start. What a first couple of laps we have had in this British Grand Prix as we're now in P6 for the time being, hunting down Jamie, who actually has a drive-through penalty, so we don't really need to overtake Jamie, but if he is slower than us, we might as well get him out of the way and move ourselves further up the field and try and attack some other drivers as well. As Jamie doing a good job at the moment, but that drive-through penalty definitely going to hurt him as we get a fantastic run all the way through Woodcote. And we're just not close enough in towards Cop's Corner, but he goes a little bit too wide there. We get the switchback manoeuvre on Cop's Corner, ERS on, and we're just going to get him all the way in towards Mags and Beck as we just about get there first on the inside line, and we can hold the position. We're up to P5. It's taken us 4 laps to go from 16th into P5, and now we're on the back of Akaz, and we've had a fantastic run out of Chapel. We're going to go round the outside of Stowe, hold it around the outside of Akaz. Akaz holds the inside line. We give him just about enough room on the inside there, but we get a great overtake around the outside of Stowe. Akaz has a little look up the inside, but can't quite get the job done. And we're up into P4. What a race! What a race we are having today. 4th position at the moment. And now we're going on the attack of Tizer. We back out of the corner there as we cut across it. We don't want to get a warning. And we get the run on Tizer. Use the DRS. ERS on full blast. And we're onto the podium already. It's been 5 laps into this British Grand Prix. And we're already onto the podium. But we don't want to get too ahead of ourselves at the moment. As Tizer comes back at us up the inside. We're going to give him room just like we did to Akaz. But we should get the inside line here, which we do. And we're going to hold on onto position ahead of Tizer. But like I say, we shouldn't get ahead of ourselves now because this is a 100% race. 52 laps as Tizer comes back. We're going to have to go round the outside of turn 1, which we do. We give him room. He gives us room. This is a great battle at the moment. Tizer on the right-hand side. Going to go round the outside of turn 3. Hold it wheel to wheel. Tizer. Get the inside line now into the loop corner. And if we can get the traction off the corner, we can hold it against him, which we can't. Tizer's doing a fantastic job of holding there, but we get the DRS over him because we were just behind as we went in towards the detection zone. And we stay ahead of him. As we move now to lap 8, we're still in P3. We're under attack from Joshua, who is a very, very quick driver on F1 2021. He gets us, and just before he gets us, the safety car has been deployed. And as you can see on screen, it's raining right now. There is a little bit of rain. We're taking the gamble. We're going on to intermediate tyres, hoping that the rain comes quick enough that when the safety car comes in, intermediate tyres are going to be the right call. And as you can see, we're on the inters now. And look how wet it is at the safety car restart. We're back into P3. Looks like the leader, Thomas, made the wrong decision, pitting way too late, and has actually lost a lot of positions, much now in the lead of this race. We're in P3. Joshua's in P2, and we're going to be trying to hold off Donny. No penalties for us at the moment, but as you saw in the last race, penalties can come thick and they can come fast, so we need to be careful, push those limits but not too far, and try not to get too many penalties in this race as we are now cutting ahead to lap 12 at the moment. Thank you very much to the subscriber who's on screen right now, getting your free promo. It's Dark Chocolate, what a legend. But safety car's been deployed once again. Didn't really last too long with a normal run, and we didn't decide to come into the pits, and now we're on lap 15. The safety car is going to be in on this lap. Again, no real need to go side by side on the safety car restart because you can't actually overtake on this game until you get to the start-finish line, not the safety car line. So, which is a bit of a shame because it means that we have to wait all the way up until this point. In Britain, you just can't overtake at this point, and you don't want to go side by side because any little bit of contact, that's a 5-second time penalty, so it's just really not that worth it. But we're staying behind Joshua at the moment. We've got Seal behind, who is actually a very quick driver, and Much is currently in the lead of this race, who is struggling in these intermediate conditions, as we seem to have lost a position somehow to one of the drivers ahead of us. Not too sure how that has happened, but we're now in P4 as we're going on the attack of Much on the right hand side. Now switch it over to the left. We've got Seal though, who has had a fantastic run through Maggis and Beckett's out of Chapel. He's on the inside because Much gave him the room. We're going to get hung out to dry all the way around the outside of Stowe, and now that's going to allow Marken to have a look and maybe go for an overtake on us in towards Club and Vale. He goes round the outside. We're going to get the inside line now, but we get the outside through Vale. But luckily, the traction is just greater on the outside of this corner. We hold it against Marken, and we hold the position for now. But Much and Seal, they're having their own little battle at the moment in this race as we are just closing up to these two and seeing what we can do as Marken goes around the outside once again. And this time he's going to get the inside line for the loop. But again, traction much greater on the outside in the wet. So we're going to get a much better line. We're going to get the slipstream from Much, but he actually tucks over to the left to actually help out Marken, which is a little bit annoying. So we're going to have to go later on the brakes than Marken in towards Brooklands, and it's wheel to wheel. So close between the two of us. We hold it just about in there. Now get the inside line in towards Luffield, but Marken, better traction off the corner, but we get our ERS on earlier, and that gives us greater straight line speed all the way down in towards Cops Corner. Side by side, can this be a remake of the real life Grand Prix? No, because we actually know how to apex is and give each other room. And me and Mark are having a fantastic battle at the moment. But going into this next corner, we have to back out there. You just can't go side by side through that corner. We thought it's too much risk to try and keep our nose in there. We don't want to spin around. And unfortunately, Marken does get the position. But what a battle. What a battle. And a lot of respect to Marken to be able to go side by side and giving us the room, as now we are right behind Much once again. We know we're quicker than Much. We know we can overtake him, and we're going to have an absolute send on the inside in towards Club. Look at that. So late on the brakes. Daniel Ricciardo would be proud. And now on the outside where the traction is so much better, and we hold it. Thank you very much, as we say, if you pardon the pun. And that has moved us now into P4 in this race, closing down on the likes of Marken. We also have, as we go into absolute hypersonic speed mode there, as the safety car now has been deployed. Was that third, fourth safety car in this race? And a lot of drivers pitting around us. We decide to stay out for now, but Marken going on to the medium tyres, and they're in the voice chat with me at the moment, Marken and Ruta. They've got telemetry, and they say that it is the right call to go onto the dry tyres. So one lap later, we come into the pits. We are going to lose a fair few amounts of positions as we come into the pit lane, but not as many as if we decided to stay on the intermediate tyres for one more lap. So it was a good call in the end. We're now P5 in this race as we're getting ready to go racing once more for the British Grand Prix. This time I'm behind Ruta. I'm in P5. I've got Akaz behind me, but Akaz has 12 seconds of time penalty. So he's not having a good job at the moment, a good time. Ruta's got penalties ahead, so has Much, but so far we have not even got a single warning in this race. And you can just tell that by the track. Look at how dry it is. The dries was the right thing to do. We're up into P4 now, I think, because Ruta made a mistake. And now Much with a terrible exit. We're going to be going to the left-hand side. We get the greater speed. We might go side by side into Cops, but no, we just about get there. Much just backs off. And he actually goes for a little bit of a spin into the wall. I don't think it was a DNF for Much. Much is still in the race, but his crash brings out the yellow flags. And now look at us gaining on Seal and potentially even Marken as well. We're up into P3, closing down these guys. Thomas also has no penalty, so he is someone to watch. He's so quick. He got pole position. We never do qualifying in these races anyway, but we wouldn't have been as quick as him. And he has just had the wrong strategy all race long. But hopefully we can keep him behind us and maybe have a good battle with Thomas in this race. Safety car once again, but we are underway for what, the 5th time this race. There's too many to count, and we're going to get a fantastic restart here. Just put ourselves as close to Seal as we possibly can. Remember, we can't go for an overtake until we get to the line. Now we can go for the overtake, but by that point, going through the dirty air, you just can't get close enough to go for an overtake in towards turn 1 unless the car ahead just doesn't have a good exit. So unfortunately not. Thomas overtakes us. He's now into P2, and it looks like Marken has maybe made a mistake or gone into the pits. We're going to go side by side with Thomas, really squeezing me on the inside line. But we go up the inside on Thomas now to get the job done. No, he just about holds it around the outside, just like the battle I had with Marken. I try to go for a bit of a switchback maneuver, but the back end wobbles ever so slightly, and that puts us off and unfortunately stops us from going on the attack of Thomas. But Thomas now attacking Seal for the lead of the race, and I'm going to attack both of them. I've got the DRS, I've got the ERS. I'm going to go right around the outside of Stowe. A double overtake possibly? Of course not. You can't do that around the outside of Stowe on 2 drives. But we get Thomas, and now we go for a massive send up the inside of Seal. Seal holds it around the outside. He gets the inside line into Vale, and he just about holds on. And Thomas also with the inside line there mugs us off and takes back that position. Now he goes side by side with Seal down in towards turn 1. We're going to be patient, wait, but unfortunately nothing to gain here. But Seal pushes Thomas off the track. Thomas comes back on very dangerously, nearly into Seal. We've actually got Darius having a little look of this battle as well, and even Smowley. We've got the inside line into the loop, holding it 3 wide on the inside of Thomas. It's me versus the McLaren. The McLaren now has a 3-second time penalty, which could be crucial in this race if we can carry the streak of getting no penalties. We go on the attack of Seal, but the DRS is just not strong enough to go for the attack of Seal just now, and we can calm it down just a little bit because the battle is still on, but we're not side by side with anybody right now. Seal, though, doing a fantastic job of holding this as we go supersonic once again. We both run wide there. No penalties, though, because we just back off a little bit to stop ourselves from getting a penalty. Now we get to the hangar straight, which is a great opportunity to go for an overtake. Probably the best opportunity on the track. We're going to go to the left-hand side, around the outside of Seal, and we're going to get into the lead of the British Grand Prix. Look at that. 37th lap, back into the lead of the race, and this is absolutely fantastic. A long way left to go, though. Anything can happen in this race. Seal is ahead of Thomas, but we need him to stay ahead of Thomas for as long as possible and maybe try and build this gap at the moment. But unfortunately, that just wasn't the case. Thomas, absolutely rapid at the moment. Lap 39 of the British Grand Prix, and Thomas is right behind us, going to go on the attack. He's got the DRS, he's on the inside line, but we're not really going to fight him too much, and I'll tell you why we're not going to do that. He has a 3-second time penalty. If we can stay in that DRS, if we can stay in that 3 seconds, we don't need to fight him, and then that will also not lose us time to the drivers behind us, who could be very quick in this race. The likes of Smowley, the likes of Darius, who's on soft tyres, even Markin working his way back through the field. Donny currently in P4 has loads of penalties, so we don't need to really worry about him, but we don't want to be in that mix where those guys are going to be fighting with us. Virtual safety car deployed, gets turned into a full safety car. Now, this is fantastic news for us. I'll tell you why again, because the longer we are behind the safety car, it means that Thomas can't build a gap on us. It means I can stay close to him for as long as possible. Neither of us decide to pit because we do not want to lose track position. Track position is key unless everybody is going to be pitting, and it doesn't look like they're going to be doing it. So Thomas now backing us up as much as possible, and he's going to be getting underway any moment now, and he is underway. Off we go again for the British Grand Prix here on lap 42. Start at lap 43, and we're underway. He needs to now build that gap. He needs to go lightning mode to try and stay ahead of us in this race. Smowley in P3 though would like to go on the attack for us. He's on a fresher set of mediums. We're on very, very old soft tyres. I don't actually know what lap we came into the pits for these soft tyres, but we've been on these tyres for quite a long time. Ever since the rain stopped and that safety car when we were on intermediate tyres, we've been on these soft tyres. We now cut ahead to lap 45. We've got Smowley all over the back of us now, and I don't think we're going to be able to hold him off. I don't really want to fight him too much in case Thomas gets any more penalties. We're currently 2.4 seconds behind Thomas at the moment. So Smowley, we're going to let him get that overtake. We're going to tuck up behind him. And if he is quicker than us, he can maybe tow us back towards Thomas. 2.5 seconds at the moment, that gap. He's got a 3-second time penalty. We just need to stay within 3 seconds of Thomas. But it's looking bleak at the moment. It's going to look tough as we cut ahead to now lap 46. And Smowley, unfortunately, not doing the job we wanted him to do, as we make a little bit of a mistake. And Smowley, I didn't really understand what he was doing here. I don't want to fight him. I don't want to fight Smowley. Smowley's got more penalties than me, so I don't need to fight him. I want to go and attack Thomas, and for some reason he's playing a little bit of a DRS chicking to try and get a DRS and then overtake me again at this corner. And now we're going to go side by side through the corner. It's going to slow both of us down. Look at that. We're losing time again to Thomas. So all of this is frustrating at the moment. Not the right thing to do in my mind. And unfortunately now Thomas now 3.5 seconds ahead of us. Look how much time we've lost to Thomas through there. And that's all because Smowley wanted to play DRS chicken. We're going to go through the set of corners again. And this time Smowley not deciding to play DRS chicken. We're going to tuck up behind him. Even if we overtake him, it's not a problem. He's got 6 seconds or 9 seconds of penalties. 6 seconds, I think that is. And we've got the DRS open. But now we do need to overtake him because we've got Darius behind us and Mark. And I don't want to be in this big battle in case Thomas makes a mistake or maybe he gets another penalty, gets to 6 seconds. We can stay close to him as much as we possibly can. So if we can keep Smowley behind, that's great. But I do not want to be involved in a battle with 4 other drivers for P2 that is just going to lose me Thomas, who is now 3.9 seconds ahead of me. 4 seconds ahead of me at the moment. The gap is just creeping up more and more at the moment. Thomas looking like he's going to win, and perfect timing. I was literally saying, come on safety car, come on safety car, come on safety car, and my prayers have been answered. There are a racing god out there. The safety car's being deployed. Smowley comes into the pits. I'm not really too sure if it's the wisest decision because we're only really going to get 1 lap under safety car. You're going to have to make up a lot of positions. We're here on lap 50 out of 52. Thomas slowing the pack down as much as he possibly can. There's a bit of lag at the moment, but Thomas slowing the pack down as much as he possibly can. We have got 2 laps now to stay within a 3-second gap of Thomas. But Thomas is absolutely rapid, and look at him. He gets us there on the safety car restart. We also massively jump Markin behind, who's on fresher soft tyres, which is very, very good. Markin's in a voice chat with us, though, and he has decided that he's going to play the team game. Even though he's not my teammate, he's going to play the team game and not fight me because he has a 3-second time penalty and doesn't want to cost me the win. So thank you very much to Markin for that, as now we're on lap 52. The gap is 2.5 seconds. We've got a couple of corners left to go in this race, we can easily make a mistake, or Thomas could be absolutely rapid through these last couple of corners and gain the gap on us. Through the left, we go a little bit too deep through there. It's going to gain a little bit time as we go to 2.6, 2.7 through the final corner, and we take the race win. Look at that. What a result. Our first win for our 100% races online. And that was absolutely a fantastic race from pretty much last on the grid, P16. A great set of overtakes from us to get into like third position in the first couple of laps, and then just grinding away all the setbacks, coming back and then taking the race win. My heart goes out to Thomas because he did do a fantastic result and a fantastic race, and look at how much it means to me. Look at that, the celebration. And yeah, my heart goes out to Thomas because he had a fantastic race, but I love these 100% races because anything can happen. And if you enjoyed that and want to watch these live, make sure you check out my Twitch. Link is in the description. We do these live, and go head over to the Discord as well because you can find out what time we are doing these races on the weekend if you want to take part or even watch them. If you've enjoyed this episode, don't forget to smash a like on it and also subscribe to the channel for more of these videos. And until the next one, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.